What's the fastest growing consumer demographic in the United States? Spanish speakers. That's right. Spanish speaking customers. And I know what you're thinking. They better learn to speak my language. They want to buy my goods or services. You're in my country now. Speak English. Speak American. Okay. Let me know how that works out for you. But for people who are trying to grow a business, you want to get as many customers as possible. Does that mean you need to spend all of your advertising dollars trying to get as many customers as possible? No, eventually you're going to find out exactly who your customer is. Their age, their annual household income, their ethnicity, what industries they're in, what are their behaviors, what do they do for fun? Are they married? Are they single? Do they have kids? You're going to figure all that out. And are you really going to lose that customer that meets that demographic just because they speak another language than you? I know sometimes, a lot of times, when you watch those movies where the Vikings come in and kill everybody, they come in and they'll kill a whole town. Plunder, pillage. Who do people they let stay alive? The people who start speaking their language, the people who they're able to communicate with. They let those people live. How do you build rapport with somebody when you have something in common? So, I said all that to say this. If you are a business owner, why not learn an extra language? So what I'm going to do here today is I'm going to record one of my sessions that I do to learn Spanish on a regular basis. Now, with Spanish, you can speak conversationally. You can speak fluently. Now, the most a lot of us can hope for is to speak conversationally. And conversationally means that you know how to ask stuff like, what do you do for a living? How to order at a restaurant. Have you seen this? Do you know how to do this? How to do that? Where is that? Where is this? Where are you from? If you think about it, whatever your language is that you're currently fluent in, you rarely go outside the norm of those type of questions. What do you do? Where are you from? What did you do last night? Was it fun? If you learn how to speak those things in another language, you can get by. Now, fluently, that's another story. In order to speak fluently, typically you have to immerse yourself in a culture and language. And that immersion can take anywhere from 7 to 10 years before you're able to have a conversation with somebody and they have no idea that that wasn't your first language. But for our purposes right now, all we have to do is know how to speak conversationally, and that's what I'm going to show you. Okay, so let's see. This right here is an introduction. So let's go over the tips of Spanish introduction. So as it relates to gender, in Spanish, all nouns are either masculine or feminine. And often the nouns, they end in O if they're masculine, and A, pronounced A if they're feminine. So El Niño means the boy. La niña means the girl. El and la both mean the, however you pronounce it. Niño means boy. Niña means girls. Now, notice how you use el if the word is masculine and la if the word is feminine. So the apple is a girl. La manzana, the apple. Don't ask me why an apple is considered feminine and not masculine. I have no idea how they decided that, right? Because in Spanish, all nouns are either masculine or feminine, even when they don't refer to people. Okay? So it's not just people that's masculine or feminine. In Spanish, objects are too. So el pan, P-A-N, the bread. Why is bread masculine? I don't know. But it is. La manzana, the apple. So if you're not sure what gender something is, look at the. So if you're looking at it like, dang, what gender? If it's L in front of it, that's masculine. If it's la in front of it, that's feminine. So if it use L is masculine, la feminine. I think, therefore. In English, verbs form changes on who's doing the action. For example, when I say I am, you are, or she is. In Spanish, you do the same thing. So the subject, yo, means I. The verb, I am, in Spanish, that's soy. The subject, tú, means you. The verb in Spanish is eres. That means you are. The subject is él, means he. And now él and él both sound the same, right? So él means it means the in front of a masculine noun, but él with a I forget what you call it, but it's kind of like a line on top of the E, but slanted down to the left. That means he. And es means he is. That's the verb. Ella means she. Es means she is. So if you see él es, he is. Ella es, she is. So yo soy una niña. Tú eres un niño. Yo soy una niña. I am a girl. Tú eres un niño. You are a boy. So let's get into this lesson, folks. So which of these is the water? And I'm going to give you 4 examples. La leche, la niña, el agua, el pan. Which of these means the water? La leche, la niña, el agua, el pan. If you guessed el agua, you are correct. La leche means milk, the milk. La niña means the girl. El pan means the bread. How do you say apple? We just talked about this. Manzana. In Spanish, apple means manzana. This is this introduction, folks. Which of these is the milk? We just talked about this, so I'm going to say it. El pan, el hambre, el agua, la leche. If you guess la leche, you are correct. The milk. So let's start thinking about how to know whether, one thing that I start doing from the very beginning when I'm learning something new is I try to come up with mnemonic devices and different things to help me remember it. So how do I remember that la leche is a feminine word? Well, usually when you think about milk, milk usually comes from breasts, and breasts usually are attached to a woman. Now, of course, men have breasts too, but when you think about breasts, you think about a woman. You think about a cow being milk, or a woman breastfeeding her baby. So that's how I remember that la leche, milk, is feminine. What about el pan? So political, what's the word I'm looking for? All that aside, offense aside, because I'm only trying to think about how to remember this. Usually it's the man is the breadwinner of the family, typically. So el pan, the bread, is a masculine. So when I think of bread, all right, so usually the man brings home the bread, the breadwinner. So it's masculine. El hombre, that just means the man. Hombre means man, so you should automatically know that that's masculine. And el agua. Agua is water. Now, a lot of the rules that people come up with is typically related to things that are necessities. So when I think about water, I think about a necessity. And if I'm thinking about somebody that's making the rules of the language, I'm imagining it's a misogynistic man that's saying water is the most important thing in life, therefore it's masculine. I'm not saying I believe that, but I have to come up with a way to help me remember these things. So the milk is la leche. And and one of the best ways to learn is to keep reiterating and keep saying this thing. So let me ask you again. How do you say milk? I didn't ask you how do you say the milk? We've already determined that milk is feminine. And the reason why we're going to remember that it's feminine is because milk typically comes from breasts, which is typically attached to women, females. So I'm not asking you how to say the milk. I'm asking you just how to say milk. Leche.
Leche.
All right, so let's match some words. How do you say woman in Spanish? Mujer. That's how you say woman.
Mujer.
How do you say I in Spanish? Yo. That's how you say I. How do you say man in Spanish? Hombre. That's how you say man. How do you say girl in Spanish? Niña.
Niña.
That's how you say girl. And how do you say I am in Spanish? Soy. That's how you say I am. So let's translate a sentence, okay? Tú bebes agua. Tú bebes agua. Tú means you. Bebes, to drink. Do you drink? Agua, water. Do you drink water? Tú bebes agua. What if I wanted to say, do you drink milk? Tú bebes leche. What if I wanted to say, do you drink orange juice? Tú bebes jugo de naranja. All right, I know I'm going all crazy on y'all, but I'm just showing you how just knowing the first part allows so many things to open up. Because even in English, when you ask somebody, do they drink? You want some water? You want some milk? You want some alcohol? You're changing the nouns, but the questions stay the same. So let's do some more matching. Again, we're going to keep pushing this in your head. How do you say apple in Spanish? Manzana.
Manzana.
How do you say she in Spanish? Ella.
Ella.
How do you say I am in Spanish? Soy.
Soy.
How do you say woman
Mujer.
in Spanish? Mujer. And how do you say E in Spanish? El. Now remember, el and el is the L without the accent above the E is the, and L with the accent above the E is he. And then I know some of you thinking, how are they going to give us a word that sounds the same for multiple words? I think you're a hypocrite, because English does the same thing. Two. The number 2, I'm going to the store. That's too expensive. Those are 3 different words that sound exactly the same. But based off the context, you know what to put it in.
Él.
So let's
Yo soy un
translate
niño.
another sentence. Yo soy un niño. So what did I just say? Yo soy un niño. I am a boy. I am a boy. Yo soy un niño. A means un. Un. So let's translate a sentence. How do you say the boy? Remember, boy is masculine, so we put an L for the, and boy is niño. And the girl is feminine, so we put la in front of girl, and it's niña. So it's the same word, but the masculine ends with an O, the feminine ends with an A.
¿Tú comes pan?
So once again, how do you say the milk? I know y'all saying, listen, you just said that, cuz I know what the milk is. Okay, prove it. How do you say the milk? First off, is the milk masculine or feminine? How do we remember if milk is masculine or feminine? I'm not going to tell you no more, you know. The milk is la leche. L-E-C-H-E. La leche.
Yo soy un hombre.
So let's do yo soy un hombre. What does yo soy un hombre means? I'm a man. That's what when the boy think he getting older, that's what he say to his daddy when his dad, I'm a man now, daddy. I'm a man now, mama. Yo soy un hombre, madre. Yo soy un hombre, papa. I'm a man. Yo soy un hombre. So, now remember when I said tu bebes leche, tu bebes agua? Do you drink water? Do you drink milk? Now, the reason why it was bebes is because tu was in front of it. But now I'm putting yo in front of drink. So whenever yo is in front of drink, it's yo bebo. I drink. So how do you say I drink water? Yo bebo agua.
Él come manzanas.
So here's a new vocabulary word. Come means eat. El come manzanas. What did I just say? And this L has the apostrophe above the E, but I didn't have to tell you that because listen to the context of the sentence. Just like you know which two somebody is talking about based off the context. Listen to the context. El come manzanas. He eats apples. El come manzanas. Yo soy una. Now think about this. You're not seeing un, you're seeing una. So that lets you know the next word that's coming is feminine. Yo soy una. How do you say I am a woman? Yo soy una mujer. Yo soy una mujer. I am a woman. And once again, these words, these sentences, these phrases that I'm showing you are stuff that you say on a regular basis. Like when you're applying for a job or when you're answering, logging onto an app, maybe you're logging into a dating app. You want to say if you're a man or you're a woman. Yo soy una mujer. Or you want to say, yo soy un hombre. Now, let's translate this sentence. How do we say the woman drinks water? How do you say the woman drinks water? So since since it's in front of woman, which is a feminine word, we know it's going to be la. Woman in Spanish means mujer, and that's M-U-J-E-R. In Spanish, J is pronounced like an H. Drinks, bebe, water, agua. And water, agua is spelled A-G-U-A. Now, one more time, how do you say the woman? Remember, woman is feminine, and you don't really need any mnemonic device to remember that woman is feminine. It's woman. For God's sake. So it's la mujer. All right. I'm very proud of y'all. For some of you, this may be your first Spanish lesson. For some of you, that was painstakingly difficult to hear me talk about such basic terms in Spanish, but you know, you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere, and that was intro to greetings, right? You're listening to the Entreprenudist podcast, the place to hear real entrepreneurs and business owners bear it all. My name is Randolph Love III. I help business owners and homeowners avoid financial catastrophe and have the option of retiring comfortably in 10 to 15 years or less. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share with other like-minded individuals. And once again, why am I teaching you entrepreneurs Spanish? Because Spanish speakers are the fastest growing consumer demographic in the United States. You might decide, I don't want their business. Okay, that's on you. That's cool. You don't have to sell to everybody. But for people who are like to pay attention to what's happening, people who want to make sure that they're hitting their target demographic as much as possible, regardless. And I'm not telling you to start putting your ads from 18 to 65, but still keep your ads the way you got them, the way you're very specific. But now you can, just because somebody speaks another language, you won't be blocking them out if they fit your customer persona. This is the Entreprenudist podcast.